everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching this video. This is a different video. It's not a typical recipe video, it's a review on the Ninja Foodi. It's really good. I wanted to show you the versatility of all the different things that I'm able to cook on it, and I'd really highly recommend it. This is an unbiased, unaffiliated, it's not sponsored, you know. I really recommend this product. You can make sweet things, you can make savoury things, you can make things you wouldn't think. So this is what it looks like. This was the day that I got it, so I unboxed it. It came with a steam rack, it came with a air frying rack and a pressure cooking lid, and then just some guides on different things that you can cook. And the inside of the Ninja is removable, and it's very non-stick, so nothing sticks to it. And it comes with some recipe books just for some basic guidelines on different things to cook, because at first I was thinking, how am I going to know how long to cook things for? But it gives you a step for a hint, and then from there you can adjust your requirements. And this is the pressure cooking lid, so you need this for pressure cooking and steaming. So this air fries, roast, pressure, steam, slow, saute, all in the one appliance. So I haven't used the bake or the slow, but I've been using the air fryer and the pressure cook and the steam and the sear and saute functions regularly. Like, I don't use my actual cooker now or my oven. This does everything that I need. So the first thing that I cooked was a lamb biryani. I used the pressure cooking and saute settings. So just according to the guide, I had like a tiny bit of lamb, and I put in about 250 ml of water, and I put in some garlic and green cardamom, black cardamom, star anise, cinnamon sticks, black pepper pods, and oil and some red chilli. And you'll see here I tried to pressure cook it with the wrong lid on, and it was actually telling me on the screen you need to change the lid or other lid. So I did that. And you need to make sure that you put in the right amount of water for whatever you're cooking. So you just put on the correct lid, you just have to position it and just securely fasten it, and make sure that the little notch at the top is to the left, so it allows pressure to build. Ideally you should have hot water in this, and it means that the pressure cooker builds pressure quickly. So you can see that the circle going round and round, so that's just taking a couple of minutes for it to build pressure, and the time starts as of when it starts to build pressure. So I cooked that in there for, I believe, about 5 minutes. So you can see I've turned the nozzle to the right to try and release the pressure. Once it's done the pressure cook, you'll see that a little red light was on, and it keeps the food warm. And you can see here I'm giving it a wee clean. And you need to wait till the pressure completely releases, and the little silver button next to the nozzle, it goes down, and that's only when you can open up the Ninja. So you can see that's me opening it up, and if you can see, all the flavours went into the lamb, and it's cooked it really nicely. I was really happy with that. Now I'm just adding in some lamb biryani mix. I don't want to make it too complicated, but we wanted it to be tasty and spicy. And then we've put on the sear and saute function, and you can see the heat building up. And this is the button that we used. So we did sear and saute, and we put it on high. You can pick from level 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. And you can see it bubbling away. It's as if it's on your cooker. And I had soaked and washed the rice, and I've just added that in to the biryani mixture. Give it a wee mix because I wanted the rice to kind of absorb. I couldn't get round how quick it was, because it can take easily an hour when you make it from scratch on the cooker, but this just did it for about 5 minutes pressure cook, and then another like 6 minutes pressure cooking when I put the rice in. So the longest part is when it builds pressure. That can take a couple of more minutes, but essentially to make a beautiful dish within, what, like 15 minutes? Not even that. Probably your longest time is prepping things, but even then it doesn't take that long. You can see it bubbling away here. It shows you how powerful and how much speed is in this Ninja, and I've just added a little bit of red food colouring and some garam masala. So this is not a traditional biryani by any means. It's just an idea, a quick biryani when you're just wanting to make something in a hurry. So I was happy with that, so I just put the lid on, the pressure cook lid again, and then I just cooked it for another 6 minutes on high, and I had to make sure that the pressure nozzle was on to the left. Once the time had finished, then I turned it to the right just to release all the pressure, and you can see the silver button is still pushed up, so we need to make sure that all the pressure is released and that silver button pushes down before we're able to safely open the Ninja. So now the silver buttons went down, now that's us safe to open it, and look at the beautiful result, the fluffy, tasty rice. It's absorbed all the water, any excess water has left the Ninja Foodi through the little nozzle, and that's it cooked beautifully. So I gave it a little mix and I served the dish up. So I served this beautiful rice while it was nice and hot. I just was removing any of the peppercorns or any little bits that my son doesn't like. And the lamb was really nice. My husband was super impressed, and he was really impressed at how it cooked it so well. Me and my son don't like the lamb to be chewy, and this was just so nice. And I'm still just shocked at how quick it can cook things and how one appliance can do so many things. It's just incredible, and it looks nice. The only thing is it just takes a little bit of space on your counter, but to have so much versatility with one appliance, it's amazing, and I would definitely recommend that you invest in something like this to make life easier. So the next thing I cooked was air fried chicken. So if you're a subscriber to my channel, you'll have seen that I've made a peri peri marinade. I use it often in my videos. I got chicken legs and I just marinated it in my usual peri peri marinade, left it for a few hours, and then I put it into the air fryer. I lined the bottom of the air fryer with grease proof paper, and then I layered just one simple layer of chicken. You don't want to pile it on top of one another because it won't cook properly. And just remember, the only thing is, in between cooking, when you're cooking chicken or cooking anything in the air fryer, you need to give it a wee mix halfway through just so that it does cook everything really well. So I just cooked it for 20 minutes on the air fryer settings, or sorry, 25 minutes on the air fryer settings, and this was the result. Although it doesn't look really beautiful, it was cooked really nice. Okay, so this is Chunna Pilau. So I made this really nice kind of slow motion video, and I wanted to show you just the incredibleness of this machine. So here all I've done is use the sear and saute mode to fry onions, tomato, and you can see the steam and the vegetables bubbling. It just looks incredible. And then I added in chickpeas, and then I let them absorb any of the flavour. So I added in all of my usual spices: salt, pepper, coriander powder, cumin powder, garlic ginger is a must. It turned out so nice. My children loved it. husband loved it, so I'd really recommend it. So once you mix all your vegetables together, you add in your soaked rice. You then add in your water according to the instructions. So for 450 grams of rice, I added in double the water that's required, so probably about half a litre, so 500 millilitres of water. And you can see how beautiful that looks, and it's just going to make it taste incredible. So we're going to pressure cook this for 4 minutes. And after the 4 minutes, then you remove the pressure, and it's safe to do so. You reveal these beautiful Chunna Pilau. So it's chickpea pilau rice. It's so nice, it's such a nice accompaniment if you're having another meat dish and you don't want chicken in your rice. It's so nice. I made this slowed version for a TikTok video. It just looks really nice. Came together really well. And I'm actually really impressed with the video. I know it doesn't teach you much in terms of cooking, but it gives you an idea of how easy things are to cook on this, and just another view of this really nice machine. Wow guys, how incredible do these look? Okay, on to the next thing. So we made creamy penne pasta, or a type of macaroni type dish. So I wanted to show you how I was able to make the whole thing in this. So I didn't pre-soak or boil or anything. I put the pasta straight into this, into the Ninja. And then according to the packet instructions, I added in water. And then a simple case of pressure cook. Just for, I think it just needed 1 minute of pressure cooking, and it was like whilst the pressure was building, it was enough time to cook the pasta. So this is me releasing the pressure, and I'm just waiting for the silver button to go down to check how the pasta cooked. The longest part of this process of cooking the pasta was just letting the pressure build in the air, Ninja Air Foodi. So all I added in once the pasta was cooked, and I gave it a little mix. You can see there's no water left, it's completely absorbed. It's almost like the absorption method. So I've added in 1 big scoop of cream cheese and some butter. And I think some of my pasta was flying out of the pot. And then you add in as much or as little cheese as you require. I added in 2 types, so just cheddar cheese and then mature cheddar cheese, which adds so much flavour. You can also add in some mustard, what other flavouring, salt, pepper, garlic, whatever else you like in it. And then I put it onto the sear and saute mode to cook a little. So while it's on the sear and saute mode, just giving it a really good mix. You can see everything starting to combine. You can see the butter's melting and the cheese is melting, and then the cream cheese is incorporating into the mixture as well. It's really as simple as that, and you can see here it's turned into a really creamy sauce. You can add in cream as well if you want, or anything else, and literally it's that easy. You just serve it, garnish it with some parsley, serve it with some garlic bread, and that's another dish that took a matter of minutes. It didn't even take 10 minutes to make and prepare. So this is something else I just wanted to show you. I didn't show the full recipe. I've made this on my channel before. It's Peri Pilau. It's really nice. It's low in spice. So it's just my peri marinade that I added in. And you can see it's light in colour. You can see it's ideal for kids, not too spicy. Another thing that I made on it was doner kebab. So I usually make this in the oven, and it usually can take me well over an hour. So I've put all my spices in. I've made this recipe before on my channel. You need to check that out. I just made it into like a kind of circular shaped mixture and wrapped it up really tight. Put it in the pressure cook function, and then I air fried it as well, so just to kind of crisp the skin. So that's another thing that you can make on this, and you can make it in less the time that you think. So I just put it in the pressure cook, put it in the foil, and then I just checked it after I had cooked it, and then at this stage I air fried it as well, and then you can just carve it and then serve it in pita bread, serve it with salad. Okay, this is my favourite thing I've made on this. It's Gajrella. So you roughly chop up some carrots, and then in milk, you just halfway cover them in milk, and you pressure cook them in milk. Yeah, it is a little bit messy, but it means that you're kind of halfway cooking them, and then it's absorbing the milk flavour. So you can see here in stages, I cooked it down in the sear and saute mode at number 5. It was actually almost burning. When the milk's reduced significantly, you add in the condensed milk. You'll see when I pressure cooked it that I mashed it with a potato masher as well, just so it had these bits. You can grate it or cut it up, but when you're in a rush, this has the same effect. It's really good. So you just have to keep mixing it for the carrot to absorb any milk, and the condensed milk, that's going to add the sweetness and the richness. And you can see here already how much it's reduced, and it was actually genuinely starting to burn at the bottom. That's how high powered and how quick this is. This normally takes me 3 to 4 hours to make, when I'm grating all the carrots and then reducing them in 2 litres of milk. But I kind of use some shortcuts here. So when it gets to this stage, I added in about 1/4 to half a stick of butter, and you're wanting to kind of just to make it rich and tasty, and so that it isn't dry as well. So again, at this stage, while we're boning it, as we would say in Punjabi, we're kind of reducing we're reducing the butter, we're reducing the liquid. It's really, honestly, this, I mean, who would have thought you could make this kind of dish in this air fryer? So here I'm adding in some raisins, which I love. It's optional if you don't like. And adding in some green elaichi. Green cardamom. You can see here it's coming away from the sides, it's come together, there's hardly any liquid left. So you just cook it down until we get to a stage. I mean, this took me half an hour to get to, so I just cooked it down until it came to the absolute Gajrella that you know and familiar with. So I made that completely in here. So overall, this is a 10 out of 10 product. I really love it. I would highly recommend it. It makes the food taste so good. It keeps so much goodness in it. You can make chips in it. You can cook them in 20 minutes and make them so crispy as if you've fried them. You can make spring rolls, pastries, anything. You need to get this thing in your life, guys. Tell me if you have it. Tell me other recipes that I should make. Thank you.